I just want this all to be over with now so I can start the IVF. What was that look for?
What?
That look.
Sarah, I don't know what you're on about.
You still don't think this is a good idea, do you?
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, well, you didn't need to.
Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we'll be looking at the episode where Sarah received some devastating news following on from her cervical cancer treatment. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and ring that notification bell. Thank you.
Are you awake?
I'm just manifesting.
Ooh. Okay. I'll manifest Brad Pitt on a beach in the Maldives. How long till it works?
It's got to be something realistic.
Thanks.
Brad Pitt's an old man anyway.
He's not that old.
I was imagining me with my baby.
Has the surgeon not been over yet?
No.
Hey? Ah. Where's this from?
Jacob got me it for luck.
Oh, it's like that little one you used to have when you were little.
Bernard Blue Bear.
Yes, him.
So this episode starts with Sarah manifesting her future, her holding her long-awaited, wanted baby, and Charity opens up her bag and there's a little bear in there, a little blue bear that Jacob's brought Sarah for good luck. So already there's an emotional opening of this story, of, you know, the topic of this baby.
Oh, very cute.
Who, Jacob or the bear?
The bear, obs.
He reckons I could give it to the baby if it happens.
Oh. No one gets your grapes anymore, do they? Grapes and Lucozade. That's all you used to get in hospitals.
You can see that Charity is just avoiding any conversation with Sarah about manifesting the baby, you know, the bear. You know, Charity's just trying to change the subject onto something else. You know, where's your grapes? You know, when anybody's in hospital, you always buy each other grapes. So where are your grapes? So she's just changing conversation.
What?
Just you. You're amazing, you know.
Why, thank you.
I'm serious. Earlier I was wishing my mum was here and then I thought, do you know what? I don't actually need her because you're more of a mum to me than she's ever been and the best, in fact.
Oh, Sarah, that's a lovely thing to say.
It's the truth though and I need you to know that. What if something goes wrong today?
Hey, Sarah, don't.
Like, what if they find out that the cancer's spread?
Jacob, wait. I want to know that you've fully considered all of this.
Trust me, I have. I told you we both have.
And what if Sarah gets seriously ill?
Grandad.
Or worse?
I know this is probably a bit of a shock for you.
Are you prepared to be the sole carer of a baby at your age?
If it comes down to it, yeah. But Sarah will be around for years. And who knows what medical advances might happen in the meantime. She really wants to try and have a child of her own. And there's no guarantee she'll even get pregnant. But right now, today, I want her to at least have hope. It's the least she deserves.
Yeah. I wonder what your mum would have thought about all this.
Maybe she'd be proud of me. Excited even.
At the prospect of being a grandmother at her age? I doubt it.
I guess we'll never know.
Everyone's really trying to support Sarah and Jacob through this. You can really see that, but also them trying to keep their feet grounded and, you know, be realistic. Sarah's going through a really big ordeal with her cervical cancer, and her operation and her treatment, and also trying to have a baby through that is a really big, you know, hope and dream of Sarah and Jacob with his offer to be a sperm donor. And the family and friends just don't want them to get too ahead of themselves. And you can really see that they're trying to support them emotionally and try not to get their hopes up too much. and just take one step at a time. Jacob's really there for Sarah and, really trying to stay positive. And you can see that Sarah, every conversation she has is around this baby and how much she wants to be a mother. And, you can really see that this is all that Sarah's wanted and dreamed of.
They weren't. See ya.
It's only natural. You're going to worry about every possibility. But I've got a feeling everything's going to be just fine.
Based on what exactly?
I don't know. Intuition? Whatever.
How do you do it?
What?
Be so strong all the time.
I wish.
No, you are, though. When it really matters, you're always there for me.
Instinct, I suppose. All I've ever wanted to do is protect you.
Yeah, I know that.
And days like these, when it's out of my hands, yeah, I can't lie, it's difficult. But those doctors and nurses out there, they are amazing and they know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, Jacob said the same.
Well, Jacob's right, isn't he?
I just want this all to be over with now so I can start the IVF. What was that look for?
What look?
That look.
Sarah, I don't know what you're on about.
You still don't think this is a good idea, do you?
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, well, you didn't need to.
Sarah.
Gran, I thought you were on board.
I am.
Well, you're not though, are you? Not really.
Let's just focus on today, okay? Because all I really care about right now is getting you home safe and well.
Why not just say what you actually think?
Because, Sarah, you're about to have a very important operation, so this can wait.
Me trying for a baby is also important, Gran, please, I need to know that you're on board with this.
Doesn't matter what I...
Sarah's really worried that people aren't on board. There's a conversation with Sarah and Charity sat on the bed. And Charity gave a facial expression to Sarah, and Sarah then thought that Charity's not on board. It's not that Charity's not on board. Charity's just really worried about her cervical cancer procedure that Sarah's got to have today. So Charity's so supportive of Sarah. Charity's basically brought Sarah up. So Charity's mind is focused on the cervical cancer treatment that Sarah's going to be going through. Charity can't focus on the IVF. Charity's just there to support her right now. Whereas for Sarah's more focused on the future and not the here and now. So you've got two emotional aspects to this journey. And I think Emmerdale's really drawn the viewers in on dealing with what's in front of you, but also dealing with the trauma of what's behind. And it's really hard for Charity to focus on those two elements where she just wants her granddaughter to be okay and get through today's treatment, whereas Sarah's just focusing on the future.
I think...
Grant, of course it does. I need you to be on my side.
I am on your side. Always. You know that.
So have you changed your mind, or all this time you were just pretending?
Please stop. I wasn't pretending.
Right, well, it seems like it to me. Why pay for the egg harvesting? Why come to all of the appointments?
Because I was trying to support you.
Support? You call that support? Lying?
No, I wasn't lying.
No?
Maybe I've just accepted that some things are out of my control. Okay? And that you're an adult who has to make her own decisions, all right?
I just wish you could understand, and I mean properly understand, what it's like to want something this badly.
Doing my best, Sarah, I promise.
Counting every single minute. When it feels like time is running out on everything.
You're right, I don't understand. And I never will, not truly, not in the way you do. And I'm sorry, I'm really sorry.
Sarah's really opening up here, and she feels like there's a clock ticking on her life, and she feels like no matter what she's doing, she's always got a countdown. So she's really focusing on this future, this IVF, and then her next stages of her journey, because she wants this baby so bad. And this really resonates with my surrogacy journey, because, you know, we have intended parents going through this similar journey. And then it brings up the past trauma for Sarah with what she's been going through in her life. And this is a real need here for emotional support counselling to make sure everybody's on board. She's got the support from her friends and family, and you're dealing with the trauma that's behind you, so you can focus on the here and now, because this will just keep coming up to the surface. And it's really important that you have that counselling all the way through your IVF journey and your journey ahead.
But this isn't the time to be discussing this. So please, can we just leave it for now? I wonder how long they're going to be.
I know what you're trying to do.
What?
Making small talk, trying to change the subject.
I told you, Sarah, it's not the time. Look, we can talk about babies and IVF later.
Well, I want to talk about it now.
All right, well, you're not thinking straight. I mean, the risks involved. The Fanconi anemia, the cancer, carrying a baby, raising a child. Baby, it's not a good idea.
If anything happened to me, the baby would have Jacob.
It's not just about that.
Right, so what then?
After the operation, you should be out there exploring the world, making the most of it.
Oh, before I keel over and die?
No, please don't say stuff like that.
What if I don't want to explore the world? What if all I want is to just have my own baby?
You do know it's not all fun and giggles.
And you don't think I know that? I practically raised Moses for you. I mean, at least you stopped lying now. That's something, I suppose.
Sarah.
Do you know, it's so typical of you to change your mind right now.
I haven't changed my mind. I've always thought that. I'm just letting you have your little dream, no matter how stupid it is.
All right, do you know what? I take back what I said earlier.
Now they're beginning to have a bit of a disagreement and an argument, and I think they're saying things that they don't mean to each other because of the emotional stress and trauma that the IVF and Sarah's cancer treatment is having on them as their relationship of granddaughter and grandmother, and obviously the wider family with the pressure of the IVF and Sarah's cancer treatment, and then Sarah also wanting to then do the IVF to carry a baby straight after she's had this cervical cancer treatment. So again, this is where they need that emotional support for Sarah herself and also Charity to see her granddaughter going through this. It's a real strain on them as their relationship and as the family, because Charity is this strong person within their family and she's always the support for Sarah and the wider family, whereas in this, Charity obviously feels very vulnerable and that she can't protect her and she can't do anything because it's all out of Charity's hands, and you can see that now rumble in their relationship.
And I do wish my mum was here. And you're not brilliant or amazing, you're absolutely rubbish and you always have been.
Sorry to interrupt. It's time now.
You think I'm just some stupid kid? Well, I'm not, right? And I deserve to be happy the same as everyone else.
I think you are just a kid though, Sarah. So maybe it's about time you start manifesting some common sense and accept that you can never be a mum.
Keep going, please.
Why did you have to go and say all that?
I couldn't help it, okay? She was going at me.
Could you just pretend for 5 minutes?
I did try.
Well, I should have tried harder.
All right, Mr. Diplomatic.
You're the one who's been going along with this the whole time.
Doesn't mean I actually believed what she was doing was a good idea. I just wanted to support her, even if I didn't think it made any sense.
You can see now that Charity and Kane are having a conversation with them not being on board with this IVF. They don't think it's a good idea. And it's not that they don't want Sarah to have a child. They would do anything to have her dream of having a child. But it's the emotional and the trauma that it's going to cause Sarah with carrying her baby herself because of her going through the cancer treatment. It's all the emotional, all of the pressure and everything that it's going to cause for Sarah emotionally. Especially given everything that she's been through. You know, they come at this with a really good place, but obviously Sarah can't see that because all she wants is a baby.
Can't believe how badly I've messed this up.
Don't be too hard on yourself. Let's just get her through this operation and get her home. And then we can worry about test tubes, babies, whatever, later. I don't think we're in a position to be dishing out advice, really, anyway, are we?
We are, though.
Are we?
Got the benefit of wisdom and maturity, life experience. I mean, what she is going through now, and then even considering putting her body through even more grief once this is over, it's absolute madness.
She just wants something to look forward to.
No, a trip to Alton Towers is something to look forward to, Kane, isn't it? Not changing nappies and being woken up at 2 a.m. from some squawking kid.
Well, I know that. You know that. But she doesn't. We can't live a life for her.
No, we can't. I'd swap places with her in a heartbeat if I could. Why did I have to go and leave things like that? Right before her operation.
There's nothing you can do about it now.
What if something happens to her in there?
Don't go there.
No, I'll never forgive myself.
You just need to keep calm. You can sort it out with her when she comes round.
This episode is just full of grief, trauma, emotion, from the family and from, Sarah's friends. Charity has said she would swap places with Sarah in a heartbeat. Charity and Kane aren't coming from this from a bad place. They're coming from this from love and support of Sarah. They don't want her to go through any more trauma, any more loss or any more grief. But Sarah just wants a baby. And she's coming from a place of desperation, hope, and the last resort. Charity has said, she'll swap places with Sarah and, anybody from a loved one would always do that. But Charity and Kane just want what's best for Sarah and, they come from a place of protection.
Why can't I be one of those calm people? Zen, or whatever they call it.
Because you're you. That's why.
Thanks.
Well, if we don't hear anything soon, I'll go and find someone.
All this baby stuff.
So we weren't talking about that.
No, I know we're not, but say she did end up pregnant, at least we'd know that the baby would have a doctor for a dad.
No, there is that.
And Sarah's made it pretty clear to Jacob that they'd only be doing it as mates, so she's put quite a bit of thought into this. Never met anyone quite as stubborn, that's for sure.
Wonder where she gets that from.
I really don't think I'm ready to be a great-grandma just yet.
Oh, I don't know. I could see you in a rocking chair with a pair of knitting needles.
Oi! You can button it, old-timer.
Listen, even if this baby does happen, we'll just deal with it.
I suppose so, yeah.
I've just come from Sarah's surgery. I'm really sorry, but things haven't gone to plan.
So you can see from all of that episode, as I said, it's a lot of trauma, it's a lot of emotion. You can see Charity and Kane are there for Sarah, but they just want what's best for her. If any of you can resonate with either Charity or Sarah, or you're going through similar situations, here at MSJ we have a huge scaffolding of support, from legal support, emotional support. We have clinics in the UK, we have clinics for our other pathways in Mexico City and our North America pathway as well. So we really support our intended parents through their journeys, right the way from onboarding all the way through till post-birth. We ensure you get that clinical support, the emotional support, the legal support, the psychology support that you need at every point of your journey. So, if you are going through any similar situation and you can really resonate with the storyline in Emmerdale that I think is being played really well, and it really touches with the viewers, it really touches with me, and I'm really invested in this storyline as I am a fan of Emmerdale. Please reach out to us. Our website is below. If you have enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe and ring that notification bell. Thank you.